Hey everybody. I know I don't normally come to you on a Sunday. However, the vibration is just crazy right now that I'm feeling. I wanted to share it with you. Were you on the call this morning? If you were on the call and you didn't get a chance to share, are you digesting like I am digesting what just happened? Now, you all have to know that I take nothing for granted when it comes to signs and wonders. I pay attention to everything and anything where spirit sends a message. And so I know that many of you, I know you all had to be shocked when you heard the first sharing from the brother. I know y'all had to be shocked too. So am I alone in what we experience? And there's some background information that I want to give you that you probably don't have any clue about. Good morning. Were you on the call, Chandrika? Please share. I know, were some of you all so shocked that you just didn't share? Did some of you clam up because you didn't want to say what you really wanted to say because brothers was in the room? I mean, real talk. But this is good because we all get to grow together. And what you don't know is that spirit has been really working with me around some other. Let me give you the cliff notes. A friend of mine had a dream recently, and she came to me and she told me about the dream that she had, and it involved my work. And she said that she felt that it was going to be men, that my work was definitely going in the direction of working with some men. Now, I get requests all the time, particularly after women go through the juicy spirit rites of passage process. If I'm going to, good morning, if I'm going to do something with the men. And my answer has always been, God had not called me to do anything with the men yet. I do see that our work is evolving, definitely to include the families, but I know for certain that women are the key to becoming the priestess of your household. When I woke up last night, the whatever it is, it's time to introduce, spirit starts working with me. And I felt this magic in the air that I just could not describe. Hey, y'all. Hey, Veronica. Hey, Reverend Kelly. Reverend Kelly, I talked about you in your post today. Like, I read that post right before it was time for me to go on, and it became a part of my sharing this morning. Didn't I talk about her sisters? And talking about the law of vibration, right? And getting into this law of vibration, y'all. What just happened? I'm still digesting what just happened. Where did that brother come from? I still did not get his name, his ministry. It didn't really matter because something else was happening for me as I listened. And now tell me what it is that you all are receiving from that. Don't just look at it for you. I want you to look at it as being a part of this tribe, a part of this community. But what could the message also be offering to us? That not only did the divine masculine show up, it showed up. It showed up. It showed up. I didn't go looking for it. Come on now, that ought to preach. I didn't go looking for it. I've been posting and sharing for 3 years. We're going into 4 years of this ministerial space. 4 years of sometimes people not acknowledging even my peers, or because they're in their ministry, in their teaching. I've been just putting it out there. So I really don't know where he came from. So that ought to preach somebody right there in the space of whatever it is that you are doing. Come on now. This law of vibration is so full. I got to go sit down somewhere and in meditation and receive. So I wanted to come on and ask you, finish that sentence. We just can't do what? If y'all been working with me, you already know. Some of you have your own testimony. You just cannot be what? We just cannot make this stuff up. We just can't make up these things. So anybody else, what is it that you received from it? Even though he was a little advertising. Anyone else? What did you get this morning? We can't make this stuff up. You got it. I'm waiting on you. You know, Facebook is a little slow. I guess for me, it has so much meaning because I know what's happening behind my scenes. And you know what's happening behind your scenes. And so when we come together as womb creatures, as womb beings, and we share what's happening behind the scenes for you, what's happening behind the scenes for me, and we come together, she who has begun a good work in us shall complete it. Oh, it shall be done. And so listen, if you are in the feelingization that I'm feeling, then you ought to be right at the brink of a shout. Of a good old metaphysical church of the free, butterfly, whatever kind of like high praise and vibration. I don't know if he wants to join forces to get to the masses. Okay. Anybody else get any hits? I didn't get that. I ain't making nothing up. I'm just the presence of the masculine. And the card we pull. Let me show you the card. Let me show you the card, y'all. And I stopped. I didn't even read everything. What was in your dreams last night, Dawn? Be specific. Because I know you have the gift of dreams. You receive messages from the dreams. You wasn't ready for the masculine to come through. Yes. Come through with the truth. Yes, Danny. How many of us we're not ready for it? Shows up. And it's a level of disbelief or shock. Because check this out. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real transparent. Because when you put something out there on the platform that I'm using, when I was doing the conference calls, I always could see who's talking. In this case, I can't really see who's talking. And so if it had gone left, if he had continued, if he could have went any direction with me, there are people who don't believe, who come on and they want to fight about Jesus or the way you teach Jesus or the way you teach anything, God or anything. It could have went that way. And so I had to surrender and let it be what it was going to be, absent of being able to control the board. You said interruption twice, and you got to say more. I need you to use your sentences because I don't know what that means. Chandrika, you said interruption twice, and I don't know what you mean, so I don't want to make up anything. Dawn said the man that showed up in my dream last night. Ooh, ah. Oh, okay. All right. And then you all know that I'm working with 3 boys. They're here now. 3 boys. And they teach me so much. I just will stop right there. Any of you mothers of boys, y'all know what I mean. But here's the card, the medicine woman that we pull. Can you see it? Let me try to be still. Let me finish reading what I pulled right after that, right? Because I needed to check in with spirit. Plus, we were introducing the principle. I'm going to finish reading what I didn't get a chance to read for y'all. Okay? Because y'all are special. The womb space is special. Danny, I appreciate your honesty. Anybody got thrown off? Oh, that's right, Siri. You are the mother of 6 men. Yes. Okay. We got to talk, girlfriend. We got to talk. Okay. So listen, the other thing, look at the meaning of this card. I pulled this in that energy that we were in, right? And it says, you are a healer. You are being healed. This applies to you too, ladies. You all are healers. You are being healed. You remember I said what I said about the divine masculine. So perhaps it was just a signal that healing is happening with those of us who are healing the divide between our masculine and our feminine. And it says this situation and or your loved one is being healed. Some of you may be holding a space for the men in your life. And because of the work that you are doing with yourself, putting yourself as a priority, stretching beyond your beyond. And some of you know that you are stretching and you're beginning to see the shifts, because some of us go and we get in the face of the men before we get in the face of ourselves, before we get in the face of God's spirit, all that is. We don't go and work with the law of vibration. We want to go and change somebody. Come on now. Oh, Lord, have mercy. The other message of this card is honor your healing knowledge and abilities. How many of you been denying your healing knowledge and abilities? That you were born to be the healer in your family. You were born to be the interruption of the previous program, the old paradigms, the things that no longer are supposed to exist, the stories, the pathology in your own bloodline. How many of you know that that interruption, that's you? Oh yeah, that's you now. Then the message is learn about healing, teach healing arts, start or continue your healing practice. Come on now. That's what the card I pulled. Look at here. Now I got to get into the text. When the text says not only is Ixchel a Mayan goddess, who with her husband. See, because some of these feminist movements will have you believing that you're supposed to be so feminist that you anti-man and attacking anything that a man does, and telling men what to do. But look at this. This is a Mayan goddess who with her husband, the sun god, gave birth to all other Mayan goddesses. Come on now. You all, the mother of civilization, the melanated woman, you're so key. Oh God, you're so key. Let me continue. As the embodiment of the moon, we just had a super moon, an eclipse. That energy is still vibrating for us right now. Thank you, Spirit. What a gift. What a gift. And as the embodiment of the moon, Ixchel is intimately connected to the tides of the water. She is believed to control rain flow in all aspects of water. She is called Lady Rainbow, as her essence is infused in the droplet prisms that create rainbows. As Mother Goddess, she's also a powerful healer who remembers the origin of life upon the planet. She can connect you to your foundational roots as a spiritual healer. I don't know how many times we got to hear this. I guess it's a message that you all are the healer. You're the healing you've been waiting for. Your work is not in vain. The work that you are doing on yourself, in yourself, around yourself, through yourself as the divine feminine is not in vain. And look, when I read the card, the brother said, that's for me. Listen, y'all. I've been saying this and I'm going to keep on saying it. If you've been hesitating on your journey of doing this work as a melanated woman or not, I'm not just talking to the melanated women, because there are some non-melanated sisters who are diving into those roots and doing their work. But particularly those of you who are single or who've been struggling in your marriage and your relationships, the divine masculine is rising, But the divine masculine cannot rise until you stand in your divine feminine. And that means that you are going to have to defy every belief. And I do mean defy every distraction. And I do mean defy every plan. Put limits on yourself and your purpose. So I guess I just got too much energy flowing through my hands right now, Dawn. I'm sorry that I'm freezing. I hope that the video will continue and wherever the technology left off. I'll come back to the thread. I don't want this to be long. For those of you who are here, I'll come back to the thread and find out what your thoughts are, what you're digesting. The link will be posted shortly under the song that I played by Andre 3000, Vibrate Higher. It's the time. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can feel me. I hope you can connect to me and that you can watch the video again if you missed anything. And sometimes the freezing might be on your end. You ever thought about that? Because I'm not freezing and I be having all kind of challenges over here during this modernization of project. So I do want to hear from you, your thoughts, your feeling, your reaction. Thank you, Danny, for bringing the transparent one. Thank you, Chandrika, for bringing in the interruption. Thank you, Siri, for connecting to that energy of 6 boys. We got to talk. And just thank you for those who come in regularly anyway. And I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. We're going to continue to create magic. We're going to continue to have moments where we witness the magic that's happening in our lives. We're going to continue to have pleasure and praise reports. We're going to continue to do that because I see you. I feel you. I'm loving what's happening in the tribe and in your lives. And listen, we're getting this Lent. Child, come on in the Juicy You. Get this payment plan now. Don't wait till the Juicy You starts. If you need the payment plan, get it now so it'll be done later. And so, yeah, baby, we going higher. But I'm going to focus on the ones who are in the Juicy You right now. You definitely are going to get the spillover from all of this. And so the law of vibration was introduced today. And so you'll get a chance to hear. I'm going to post the link in the recording. I'll also place it in the comments here for your convenience, so you won't have to search for it. So again, I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Thank you for being a witness of what just happened. We just can't make this up, this good stuff up. We just can't make it up. You just have to be in the room. Thank you, Elder Vicky Johnson. Sometimes you just got to be in the process. Cannot make this stuff up. Cannot make it up.